We are on our way to Osaka, but we have made a stop in Himeji. Why Himeji? Because Himeji has Himeji Castle, which is one of the prettiest castles that Japan has, and very interesting to see. Luckily, there was a locker available for us, so we actually have our luggage stored away, and we are about to head out to the castle. Somehow, I had expected the castle to be bigger and not just a model at the station. I mean, we arrived at the castle, but the castle seems to have vanished. Oh, that's the real castle. Fine. It is pretty pretty though. Currently, I am inside the castle courtyard. Getting up there was also already a ridiculously steep hill. Like, no joke, that was amazing. I'm also here alone. Linda is waiting downstairs in the courtyard. We only bought a ticket for one. Mostly because the expectation is that there's a lot of climbing and a lot of hills here. And although they do sort of have a wheelchair situation, Linda wasn't really feeling up to it. So it is up to me to explore on my own. So let's see what we can find. This place is gorgeous though. Like, I'm sorry about the other castles, but this castle is just freaking amazing. I think it was at Nagoya where I mentioned the way they build castles here is it takes forever to get through the different courtyards and skill boxes. Nagoya Castle had a small courtyard. Himeji takes it to a completely different level. I've probably been walking for 10 minutes getting up the hill and I still haven't reached the main building. It is wildly impressive. So the previous area I walked through had holes like this, and this one has holes looking out over that part. So all the steps are uneven, they are at an inclination, they are different lengths. And as you can see, the sign saying I have to watch my head, which means I have to duck to go through it, which makes me susceptible to attacks from people behind. And then I'm still not at the main building, I'm still in a courtyard, and there's palisades over there. I mean, I'm going to call them palisades, they're not called that in Japanese, of course, from which they can attack me. And from the tower up there, there's a ridiculous amount of holes through which they can shoot arrows at me. Also, notice these things. I was actually in Hiroshima Castle, where they had an explanation that those holes are specifically designed to drop things from. And there's the arrow holes for shooting down at the courtyard below here, and we are now near the tower, and we're still getting rained death upon us. I don't see how this castle could ever be taken. Not without like a million men going at it. And just for good measure, this is a very small area where, again, tiny arrow holes, this place. I have to take my shoes off in the castle, but luckily I put on the good socks. It is very dark here, so I don't know if the camera can even record anything properly. We seem to be going this way. Massive pillar keeping up the entire structure. That's the pillar, and that's the other pillar holding up this entire structure from the center. Absolutely massive. It is super crowded in here, and they've actually made us wait, and I was like almost ready to go up, and then she stopped us from going up because apparently it's too crowded upstairs, and now I have to wait. I have made it to the top, and oh, you probably can't see much of the view. I have made it to the top. Which, as you can see, is a fairly smallish area. And there's a shrine at the top. And you can look out over the city, like genuinely look out over the city. Like in Hiroshima, there's a lot of tall buildings. There's tall buildings here as well, similar height. But this castle was built on a mountain, so you can just look out over the entire city from each side of this area. Which is honestly really cool. Those stairs are absolutely ridiculous. Watch me try and conquer these stairs. So far so good. Now we got this fun challenge. There you go. There's weapon racks here with fake. Oh, I just noticed there's no windows here. There's just wires to prevent people from like throwing stuff out or like sticking their hands outside, but no windows. Apparently restoration started in the Showa era. It was a massive, expensive undertaking, but honestly well worth it because I feel this is probably the most best preserved castle I visited so far. Nagoya I couldn't enter. Hiroshima was a reconstruction. So this is basically an overview of Himeji during the Edo period. What's interesting is how much room the houses had, assuming they are accurate representations. And over here you had like houses with larger courtyards. And over here you had which had private gardens. And then the massive castle overlooking it all. Neat. Finally I can put on my shoes again because my feet were getting seriously cold here. A bit dark in here. Oh look! I made a cushion so that I don't bump my head. Final thoughts to this castle. It is worth it. It is by far the most spectacular castle I've seen thus far. To be fair, I've only seen like 4 castles by now, and there's like a ridiculous amount of them. Most of them are in ruins, but a lot of them are actually being reconstructed to sort of maintain history that Japan has, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I highly recommend visiting if you have a chance to see it. It is absolutely spectacular. It also looks out over the city. Like I said, in Hiroshima, the tower looks out over the city, but it hardly sees anything, whereas this tower actually looks out over the city because it's built on a hill on top of a mound of stones. I need to find out if it ever fell, because I don't think this castle ever fell, because it's impossible to take this one. At least with the way they fought back then. I'm on my phone at the moment because the battery on my camera is almost dead and I forgot to bring an extra battery. I left my bag in a locker at the station and forgot to pack an extra battery. Oops, but I honestly got most of the castle and stuff like that, and my phone still has a bit of battery, so you can actually hear me through that. As I was exiting, there was actually some sort of guy in a suit, and there were like 5 cameras surrounding him, and there were like people around him with phones. I quickly took a quick picture before a young lady came at me and was like, "Hey, please don't photograph anything." And they were very quickly like please no pictures, no photographing. So I have no idea what it was about. Probably some sort of show, or they were explaining something about the thing. I believe there's still a thing I can view here, like I can go through the main keep again, but I'm not going to go through the main keep again. Instead, I'm going to go to the left, because I believe there's still a building I can look at over there. Let's check that out quickly. Apparently this is some sort of palisade with basically a series of small rooms with images like this. There's a bunch of people here in samurai armor practicing with what appears to be naginata. The entire field is locked off, so you can't actually get close to them. But it's kind of cool. I suspect they're doing a show in the evening. Or they did a show, I'm not entirely sure.